time to show you all of my beautiful big Monstera. Hello friends! I am still working on the cactus repot video that is over 2 hours of footage to edit. So in the meantime, I thought I would make the easiest collection video because the least amount of plants that I own from one specific genus is Monstera, even though they are very big, so they're worth it. But we're gonna show you all of them. I'm just waving at my neighbor. Hi! Let's start with the 2 Monstera that I got recently at a plant shop tour, the Bosrand in Noordwijk. I think I showed you at the end of the video. These 2 were the sad ones where people cut off a lot of the leaves. And you can see that here. It doesn't want to focus on it. This leaf is just sad because it was almost fully variegated, and that happens. This one as well over here, underneath this one. There you go. I'm using leaves to hold up leaves. But both of the new leaves came out. This is the lesser variegated one. Once these are happy again, I'm going to either give them to family or include them in a sale or something. It looks really nice. And I think they're recovering well. I repotted them recently just to make sure. I saw some rot, like older leaf stems were rotting, and I was worried that it might get onto the roots as well. So yeah, this one's doing well. And then this one, you know I love this. So this is a much more highly variegated one. And this is the new leaf that came out. They basically came out unharmed, except for this little spot, which makes sense because it was next to our back door for a while. So there may have been some wind and cold. But so far, I feel like they're doing good. The roots looked good. They're repotted in slightly bigger pots. And they are sitting here in our south-facing window, getting lots of light. Hi, Mickey. Are you looking at me very adorably? He is right next to me on the pole here. Hi. Hi, lievertje. Ben zo knap ventje. Hey. Mwah. Mickey kisses. So this one, I think, is gonna do fine. Once it grows a few more leaves, it will look nice again. Because I do admit that right now it looks a little bit sad with this disappearing leaf and then this cut off leaf. But overall, really good, I think. Of course, we're starting with the smallest ones. So this is my Monstera obliqua on a moss pole. And it has been looking really bad for quite a while. I did also do my nails for you before they disappear again because they never last very long. But this is a really nice magnetic nail polish from KB Shimmer, not sponsored. This one, I don't know. It doesn't look amazing. The roots are okay. The moss pole is still moist enough. I water it every 2 weeks or so. It doesn't get dry very quickly. And I don't know why the leaves are all so horrible. Look at that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's like spots on the back of the leaves. They look a little bit crumpled, damaged. I used to have it in higher humidity, but it doesn't fit in higher humidity anymore. Maybe it's a disease actually, or like fungal, or what do we call that? Because there are a lot of small dots on all of these leaves. I never looked at it this close until filming, and that often happens. Wait, the sun is going away. I need to make it a bit lighter and then try again. What is this beeping? Did I forget the laundry or something? So maybe it's a disease. Maybe I should isolate it. I'm definitely going to wash my hands before touching the other plants. I don't know. If you have any idea what it could be, please let me know. I am happy that some of them were runners and I just let the runners up the moss pole and now they are growing leaves again. So that's good. But I'm thinking maybe it's got a disease or I don't know. It's not good, I would say. I have a little clip so I can reattach this strand. Yeah, not the best one. The rest will look better, I think. Okay, ready for the next one? This is one of my favorites. My Monstera obliqua. No, what am I saying? I was looking at the screen to see if the audio was recording correctly. I've been having some issues with the mic. Sorry. Let's start it again. This is my Monstera aurea, my yellow variegated Monstera that I love so much. If you remember, I did a chop and extend on this one and also included 2 more cuttings. So there's now 3 plants in this pot. The top one is over here, really nicely variegated, but a little bit bleached from summer. I did start closing the shade curtains for this plant because it can't take as much direct sun as some of the other Monstera that I own. Then on this side, this one is actually broken off, see? But it still looks okay. And then we have a new top leaf here. Very cute little baby, but lots of fenestrations. That's the, I think it was the top cutting. And then I put another cutting in there, which this is a little bit chaotic, sorry about that. That's this one. Wait, the leaf is all hidden. Back here is the first leaf of that one since it moved into this pot. It has not been the happiest. It hasn't grown in a long time, and I was a little bit worried that the soil was not right or that it stayed too moist or something since the chop. So I don't know exactly what is happening with this plant. I have been feeding regularly. I have been watering and then removing the excess water from underneath, because also with moss pole watering, half a liter of water goes through, so it stays a little bit more moist. Hopefully, because in the summer this one dried out a lot because of the south facing window. It's warm and sunny, so the moss poles dry out faster, so I water them more, meaning the pot, oh, the light changed again, meaning the pot might get more water than Monsteras normally would like. I don't know exactly what is going on. I love it, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it because I don't know why it's not growing. Should I grab my... I have a tracker, a plant tracker, where I keep track. And I actually started that for Monstera because Thai constellation can take like 8 months before they grow another leaf, which is very frustrating, especially if you are an impatient person like me. So I should check when it grew the last leaf, although it's a kind of unclear now because these babies did grow leaves, but the top one has been really slow. I'm gonna put this back because it is heavy. Also, I'm sweating already, so we're gonna take layers off. Every video, I don't want to start in just a t-shirt because it's kind of not that warm in my house, but then once I start talking, I get hot. So it's hard work to make videos, even though it's just showing you some plants. So this next one will definitely make me work hard because it is my mint Monstera, which is very heavy, but worth it. Because look at this baby. This is, oh, James. I recently named him, I think. And I named him James because I got him from James. Look at that newest leaf. It's absolutely stunning. So many fenestrations. Wait, can I hold it up a little bit better? Look at how many holes there are over here. I love it so much. It's also really nice and minty. Oh, sorry, my leg is touching the moss pole. And then the tripod. Sorry, this is so chaotic. And then the small baby on the side here. Okay. It had this leaf, and it recently grew this leaf. I feel like I showed you this one recently because I did the heavy, uncomfortable lifting thing, but it's getting lots of fenestration, so that's good. It doesn't have the nice mintiness yet that the rest of it has. But, oh yeah, and this leaf, this is one of the older leaves, is absolutely beautiful. I can't see what I'm filming right now, but this leaf seems to be mostly mint, and then you can see the difference. Like this is more normal Thai constellation, and this is the mint part, so a lot more. Oh, we have a little curl. That's like my boyfriend's hair. Adorable. Okay, I think I'm gonna put this down, but the mint Thai constellation is currently definitely one of my favorites, and it seems to be enjoying life in the south facing window, sizing up, growing nicely. It's almost too big for this windowsill, to be honest. It's sitting like on the edge, holding on by it like for dear life, and this might have to move off the windowsill soon. maybe onto like a krukje, a little stool in front of the window or something. Oh, I put another plant in the spot of this one. Okay. Oh. Okay, there's a few more that are very epic, so we're gonna go there. But there is one in my terrarium that does not look epic at all. It is the Monstera siltepecana. And actually I filmed the audio with saying that it was struggling and not connecting to the back wall, but it looks like my efforts paid off. Wait a second, let me remove the selaginella. Because it did attach to the wall. Here is a whole empty, you can't see, selaginella wants some attention. Here's the stem that I kind of pushed in between the rocks. And now it is properly attached. Look at those nice roots as well. So that's good. It's doing well, only it's now at the top, so it cannot continue anymore. Let me push the selaginella back in the corner there, because that was taking over a little bit, but it seems to be doing better than I thought. Oh, no, wait. I found the piece that I thought was, well, that is struggling. This is also Monstera siltepecana that I keep just trying to tie up here and then have it curl up, but it doesn't. This one doesn't want to do it. Maybe I should try again, because apparently it can work. We are now upstairs, and she's probably not gonna like it, but Maggie is here. She loves sitting in the windowsill, but not on my lap. So I'm gonna try and keep her here. It started raining, and I have laundry hanging up here, so I don't know how nice the footage is going to look. Also, this is my stimming. If you have ADHD or autism, you will know there are things that people do to feel better, to calm themselves down, to settle the nervous system, or like make yourself less anxious. And this is mine. Just grabbing a piece of hair and then just basically brushing it with my hands. And then feeling how soft it is. I'm letting you into some weird stuff, I'm sorry. But I've been doing that for a while here, sitting, looking out onto the rainy street. But we have two more Monstera to show you here. And as you can see behind me, they are very big. They're basically filling up the screen. I'm petting Maggie as we... Ooh, she's scratching. I should film this. Maggie! Nope, she stopped already. She doesn't like cameras. Maggie, come here. She's getting to be an old lady now. Come. And I really want her to come into the video, but I don't know if she will do it. Okay, so let's start over here. This is my friend Ferry, variegated Monstera. My first one, no, actually the first one died. I bought a cutting for 50 euros when they were still really expensive, and it never rooted, it never grew, and it died. But then someone gave me a cutting of this plant, who I named Ferry, and there are now 3 plants on the moss pole. And we're gonna start with the smallest one, and then I'm gonna move the camera somewhere so you can see the top of him as well, because he's as tall as me. But look, can you see? Yes, this leaf, that's, oh, there's a good bug on it. A good bug, I should say. It is one of the thrips eaters, because of course Monstera are the favorite food of thrips, I think. And I saw some on there, so we have some good bugs. But this is a beautiful new leaf. I have noticed, because the light is coming from one side, that all the stems are trying to be on the same side of the moss pole. This is the moss pole here, which is not ideal. I am using some plant Velcro to guide the aerial roots down on the moss pole to, yeah, that always makes the plant more happy. And also it's nicer to have them down than sticking out all directions. But this is my favorite moss pole. I have talked about this before. This is my favorite moss pole for Monstera small form that need a moss pole. And if you want to know more about small form versus large form, you can watch my old video that I made about this. I will link it in the description, because I still believe in that one. Even though this gets a lot of light, so the nodes are pretty close together. Does it focus on it? Over here, see? The internodes are not very long, but still it is a small form. And then when we turn it, there are 2 more plants, and it is very variegated, as you can see. Actually, here you can see one of the almost fully variegated leaves that has browned a lot. And I'm okay with this browning. Ooh. I have noticed that when the plant has less stress, the browning is less, but because there are so many leaves up here now, there's definitely some browning on the fully white parts, which is normal. So don't worry about that if you have it on yours. Or get a more mottled plant, because more mottled leaves, you can't see this one, the more mottled side almost never gets brown, and then the fully white parts, they are the parts that brown first. How are we gonna get this in frame? I'm gonna move you back a little bit. It's gonna focus on the laundry, which we do not want. You do not need to see our clean socks. Is that better? Yes. Okay, okay. Now, here is, I can't see myself, so I don't know if you can see Faye. Okay, so he is actually taller than me right now. The stem is up to my throat, my chin, and the leaves are up above my head. Again, I see good bugs. Ooh, I see also a lot of thrips on here. Wait, should I film a close-up for you? Where's my phone? Also, I hope the audio is okay because I'm quite far away with these big plants. But okay, here is how he looks from the front on my phone. You can see the browning parts that I sometimes cut off, but not always because I don't really care. And then you can see, oh no, is that a thrips? I'm not sure. We're gonna kill it anyway. But up here on the newest leaves, you can definitely... Wait, where did they go? Did I kill them already? There's one. Is it? No, that's a piece of damage. There's a good bug. That's a predatory thrips that catches mature adult thrips. And then maybe, can we find some in here? There's another predatory. And if you can't tell them apart, they're a lot bigger and a lot faster. So it's not that hard to tell them apart once you're used to it. Do we have another new leaf to maybe check out? Is this one? Oh, I see some whiteflies on there for sure. I don't know what it is, but I've had whitefly issues recently, which I had never had before. I don't think it's a common pest for most people, but I guess with the amount of plants that I have, maybe that's why. I can't find any thrips anymore. Okay, I guess that's good. I saw 2 adult thrips and I killed them before I started filming that, and apparently they're now gone. So there are 2 more plants on here. This one is the top one, and then this one is the second one. So it's almost caught up, and the moss pole is full of roots, which I love a lot. I think it means that this is definitely supporting the plant a lot, and I just gave it an extension. These are moss poles by Trofolia, a Canadian company. So maybe I should say Trofolia. And you can see all the aerial roots that are growing down, and then I guide them into the pot so that they give the plant more support. This is the baby. The stems are really pretty on this plant because it's got so much white. Should we check out the other side as well? Look at that. It is such a cool one. I'm very happy with how it's growing. Let me turn it back towards you. It definitely looks best from this angle because the back side is kind of bare, but that happens with plants. I guess I could turn it around, rotate it regularly to get all the sides, but for me it's okay this way. It's happy. It's growing well. The sun is coming out, so it's ruining the shot again. Thank you, sun. We do appreciate some sunlight in the winter here in the Netherlands. Ooh, okay, so that is Ferry, my oldest, coolest, taller than me, once again, plant. I actually, when I got this one, it was a 1-node cutting that was rooted in water and just started to grow. I got it, I think in 2020, maybe 2021? No, 2020 for sure. And then it grew and grew and grew and grew, as tall as me. And then I chopped it all up, sold the cuttings, and replanted the 3 that I have in here. So it was really small again. It was literally like down here. And now it is taller than me again. So this is a really fast growing plant. I love it so much. And I also love that it's living up here where Maggie is always chilling behind it there. And then next to it is Thijs, that I'm gonna show you now. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to lift Thijs up. Okay, we're gonna try. Oh Lord, save me. Ah! I'm stuck in the laundry. So, this is Thijs. It is a regular Thai constellation with very big sectoral patches of variegation. And it has a lot of leaves all the way down here as well. Oh, they're very dusty. All the way over here. I can't show you those because then we're stuck in laundry with these leaves. But here you can see the biggest white patch. And this is the latest leaf. Oh, the sun really likes it coming out to show off. It has a lot of holes, as you can see. I might think that the mint Monstera has even more holes, which I kind of like. So that's cool. Wait, we're gonna put it down. I'm stuck in it. Ow. Okay. Thijs attacked me. So that is all of my Monstera. I was waiting for the sun to go away to be able to film this bit because it's so bright right now, which we love for the plants, but not so much for filming. Let me know if you have any questions about Monstera. I could do a Monstera Q&A video, or if you want more clarification on something, or how I grow them, or whatever, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe below if you haven't already. You can click the bell to get notified of whenever I post, because I have been posting more. Filming this made me realize I forgot to post a yoga video this Monday. It's Tuesday now, so I will do that later today as well, release another yoga class. I'm releasing one yoga class a week, a full class. I had filmed them during COVID, so like 2021, 2020, 2022 even. I think I filmed so many yoga classes, so now I'm releasing them 1 week at a time. And I'm trying to pick classes that are accessible to everyone, so not too challenging yet. If you love yoga and you've been taking the classes, let me know if you want a little bit more of a physical one, sweaty one, because I can do that as well. I have a lot of those also. Hi Maggie, are you coming to say goodbye? Yes, yes, we're doing it, we're doing it. Maggie says goodbye. Thank you so much for being here. Also, next week, hopefully I will have a paid collaboration. And I really appreciate you guys making it through there, clicking the link, all that stuff, because finances have been tight and I don't know what I'm doing. There's not a lot of money on my account. I shouldn't bring that up probably, but you'll see next week or whenever the BetterHelp collaboration comes out, I talk about finances a little bit more. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know your Monsteras as well, which ones you like, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, I'm chatting even more. I will doing more collection videos, so let me know if you want to see Monstera first. Oh, we did Monstera. So let me know if you want to see the Philodendron next, or the Anthurium, or the Alocasia. I'm thinking of doing that one pretty quickly because they might not look as nice again in a few weeks because of winter dormancy. Or Hoya, or I guess Begonia I kind of did already with the Terrarium video that I did recently. And I'm also planning to do a whole house tour, but not so much pointing out the different plants, like all the plants. The sun is back! Okay, I'm gonna get to finishing this video before it is tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here and staying all the way until the end. If you did stay all the way until here through all my chatting and everything, write me a cute sea life emoji in your comments so I know that you made it all the way here. I really like seeing whoever stays the longest or who reads the captions, that kind of stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you, sun, for enlightening me, and see you in the next video. Bye!